However, in this video, I will show you our new product, that is Kinkoni B4. And also we have released the B4M version, just a relay and Mosfet different version. So in this video, I will show you the hardware interface details and how it works with the different software solution. Because this B4 and B4M also made by ESP32S3 and support KCS V3 and support ESPHome kit, support Loxan mini server and support Arduino IDE and support ESPHome for home assistant. And it's very powerful, just a B series product, just we have made this 4-channel version. Okay, let's look at the hardware firstly. Okay, you can see this is Kinkoni B4M. And this one you can see that is Kinkoni B4. So this just two different version. This is B4 is relay version and this is Mosfet version. The size is same. And you can see only this different interface at here. This is for relay. You can see COM and normal open for 4-channel. And this one you can see that is a 4-channel Mosfet output. So you can control DC load directly. So this is B4 and this is B4M. And this board also you can see support install on the DIN rail for your power distribution box. And let's look at the size. You can see the size of this one. You can see this is size and the size, and also you can see this size. This is this size. Okay. Okay, so you can see. The B4 and B4M also have this menu control button, and you can see I can turn on and turn off output without software. So if the software can't work, so this menu control button also can work without freeware, without software, without network. And you can see, let's look at the interface. This one you can see that can work with the DC 12 and 224 volt. So these two versions all support 12 watt or 24 watt. And this is the free GPL. You can see this is free GPL. Free GPL uses our newest KCS V3 firmware. You can extend for digital input port because you can see this is 4-channel digital input. If you don't have enough digital input port, so you can set this free GPL for digital input. Also will support in home assistant and support in KCS V3 firmware used as a binary sensor. And this is analog input. You can see 0 to 5 volt or 4 to 20 milliampere. So this is two kinds of analog input signal. And S485 A and B. And this is digital input for long distance for 1000 meters, no problem. Just for dry contact signal. And you can use 0 watt or 24 watt or 12 watt for different logic. So this is antenna. This is for Tuya. So if you want to use Tuya mobile phone application, so you just install this Wi-Fi antenna. And this one you can see also have another Wi-Fi antenna that is for ESP32S3. And this is output, just relay output. Oh, this is Mosfet output. And this also have a free GPL. Just this free GPL connect with the ESP32 directly. And this one that have a pull-up resistance on the PCB board. And this without pull-up resistance. Okay? And this have two buttons used for ESP32 reset and used for ESP32 download. And this is USB-C interface for download the firmware for ESP32. And this is Ethernet port. Okay, and this is have a button config Tuya Wi-Fi for Tuya mobile phone application. Okay, let's look at how it works with a different software solution. And you can see I have an SD card to save the logo. Now let's look at, you can see, and I have power on, just connect with a 12 watt power supply, and you can also connect with 24 watt. And the display will show this Wi-Fi IP address and the Ethernet because I have disconnected the Ethernet cable. And you can see the Tuya is online. So just install this Wi-Fi antenna so you can use your Tuya mobile phone application. you can see this is my mobile phone that support Smart Life or Tuya app. So I can use this for test. And so much Kinkoni controller, and this you can see that is B4. This is B4, and you can see my mobile phone used for 5G. That you can see used for 5G because I want to show you how to work to remote control by internet, so not used by Wi-Fi. So you can see I click turn on relay 1, and turn off relay 1, and turn on relay 2, and turn off relay 2. So Tuya is no problem. And it can work with your mobile phone to remote control by internet. And the next you can see I can connect with my Ethernet cable. You can see I connect with the Ethernet cable so that we can launch my KCS firmware and wait for a moment that will refresh and show the Ethernet IP address. Okay, you can see this is Ethernet IP address I can lodge in my web browser. Okay, let's back to my computer. And you can see this is Kinkoni B4. And also we'll have a B4M in our web page, and you can see the different interface are showed at here, and you can see some different technical information at here. ESP32 pin define. Also, this can find in our form. So you can see as B4 and B4M in Kinkoni form. So you can see the B4, and you will see the ESP32 pin define. Every ESP32 pin define at here. And the config for YAML file at here, just without Tuya or with Tuya, different ESPHome YAML file. And this is Arduino source code for different hardware resource. And you can see also that have showed the ESPHome official support list. You can see I can open this window, and you will see that is Kinkoni B4 have showed on the ESPHome official device list. You can see this is ESPHome. And this Arduino source code and KCS V3 firmware, and showed at here. And you can see the different inside of this box, OLD and the menu control button. And this is relay that support max 7 ampere used by this relay. And if you have used Mosfet, so that you can use a different load just only for DC load, and also have showed B4M. If you have used the B4M, you can see this is B4M. That if you have used the Mosfet, that output Mosfet max every channel is 10 ampere. Use this Mosfet 10 ampere, enough for you to use. Okay, you can see this KCS V3 firmware, and just log in by the default username and the password, and you will see the firmware information at here. And you can see in the monitor that have showed the different protocol have connected that have turned green color. And also you can see I can turn on and turn off in KCS web page. That is working locally without the internet, just in local network. And the first you can see the Kinkoni Cloud. I have connected Kinkoni Cloud, so just enable it here, enable Kinkoni Cloud. So you can see this is Kinkoni Cloud, my account. You can see the B4. You just use this domain name, and you can log in any device, Apple Macintosh OS system, and Windows PC system, and mobile phone. And you can see click B4, and you can see turn on relay 1, turn on relay 4, and you can see turn off and turn off. So this is an easy way to remote control by internet by your computer, not by mobile phone. And let's look at the next. You can see the next is the Home Assistant. You can see the monitor. The Home Assistant MQTT-HA. That means we just enable this MQTT for Home Assistant, enable this auto discovery, and import your MQTT broker IP address and part and username and the password will be easily integrated B4 to your Home Assistant. You can see this is my Home Assistant dashboard, and this is newest dashboard. And you can see the setting and see the device. And the device, you just import the B4, that will be listed B4 at here. So you can see it will auto integrate to Home Assistant very easily. This is for relay on and off, and this is for analog sensor and for digital input. So this will be zero code for Home Assistant for integration, and you can see the next, and also you can see the Tuya have connected. So as the first, I have used my Tuya mobile phone application to test it. And you can see if you don't have enough digital input that have an external DI new function at here, a GPIO, you can defer which GPIO enable for digital input. The DI means digital input. So you just click enable digital input so that the monitor web page that will be extended the digital input. This is only 4 channel and you want more digital input, so you can use the DI extended by this free GPIO. And also you can see this have some different functions, settings, options for output and for sensor and for FDDT you can see, and for the network and extend for GSM 4G module, and that's used by KingConnect G1, and you can send a message, short message for turn on, turn off relay, and for short message notification for your mobile phone. And this is generally that have set some different protocols for your own cloud server and own application. And it's a customized protocol and the ESPHome kit, and this is Luxon mini server. So this how to use it, and this is RGB LED strip. You can define it here. So this KCS V3 firmware how to use, you can see online guide just at here, KCS V3 online guide. So that has many have explained in details. You can see many powerful functions that have listed at here, how to use every hardware resource in software. Just you can check at here. Okay, so this is KingConnect B4. If you have any questions, you can leave a message to us. Thanks for watching.